Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling something that hits home for every language learner: understanding native English speakers. It's not just about hearing the words, it's about truly grasping the nuances of spoken English.
Exactly, Ryan. It's a common frustration. You diligently study grammar and vocabulary, and then, bam! Real life conversations throw you for a loop. It's like you've learned a code, but the speakers are using a completely different cipher.
Well, non nobis solum nati sumus, I suppose.
No, you're gonna break his arm or you're gonna bash him in the balls.
Where did all the clear textbook English go?
That's the core of the issue. There's a stark contrast between classroom English and the English spoken in everyday situations, and we need to bridge that gap. So, let's break down why this is so challenging. First, the sheer diversity of English.
Think about it. American, British, Australian, and within those countless regional accents. Some are so distinct that even native speakers have trouble.
And it's not just accents, it's also the divide between formal and informal speech. Informal English is a treasure trove of slang, idioms, and expressions that might be completely foreign to learners.
I just want to catch this guy before he kills another one of my girls.
I'm going to tell you something confidentially, which won't be mentioned again.
So, how do we navigate this linguistic labyrinth? The key is to shift from passive listening to active, deliberate practice. It's not enough to have English playing in the background. You need to engage with the audio actively.
Exactly. And one of the most practical things you can do is adjust the playback speed. Most platforms like YouTube have speed controls. Slow it down. This lets you break down the sounds, identify individual words, and process the connections.
And don't just stick to teacher-led content. Challenge yourself with native speakers who aren't teaching. Listen to podcasts, interviews, or even casual conversations. This will expose you to a wider range of accents and speech patterns.
And remember, the difficulty isn't just about accents. It's also about the context, background noise, and the level of formality. Informal conversations are often the most challenging, as they're filled with slang and colloquialisms.
You know what else is essential when you're listening to music?
You know what I've been asking myself a lot this last week?
Another common hurdle is filler words. They don't add much meaning, but they can be incredibly distracting. Learning to recognize these fillers will help you filter them out and focus on the core message. You know, those little words like like, and you know that pop up all the time? They're just pauses we use when we're talking to give ourselves a second to think. Now they're perfectly normal, but if you're learning English, they can throw you off because you're trying to catch every single word. So, what you need to do is start recognizing them when you hear them and try to focus on the important words, the ones that carry the meaning. Think of it like training your brain to ignore the background noise so you can hear the important parts.
I'm gonna tell you something, all right?
In fact, from here on, you are gonna see a drastic distraction reduction.
I want to make money.
And then there's connected speech. This is how sounds and words blend in natural speech. Gonna, wanna, sort of. Native speakers often link words together, making it difficult to distinguish individual words.
If you want to fit in here, the first rule is know your losers.
You wanna play me?
It's sort of like wrestling.
To master connected speech, listen carefully to how native speakers link words together. Try to imitate their pronunciation and intonation. This is where shadowing comes in.
Shadowing is fantastic. It involves imitating the speaker's pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. It's a powerful way to improve both your listening and speaking skills.
And don't just listen passively. Set specific goals. Try to identify new vocabulary, summarize the main points of a conversation, or even transcribe a short segment.
Combine listening with other skills. If you encounter a new word, try to guess its meaning from context and then verify it later. And if you have access to transcripts, read along as you listen. This helps you connect what you hear to the written word.
Remember, it's not just about hearing, it's about comprehending. Listen actively, analyze, and practice regularly. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. It takes time and consistent effort to become a confident listener.
All right, time for a quick quiz to test your listening comprehension.
What are some practical methods to improve your understanding of connected speech?
And how can you actively engage with audio to maximize your listening practice?
Leave your answers in the comments section below. We'll be reading them and providing feedback.
And don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks on mastering English. We're here to help you every step of the way.
Thanks for joining us. Happy listening, and remember, practice makes progress.